Hello, this is Nemesis of Pony 4 and 1 with another video review. This is actually the Guardians of Harmony MLP movie Pinkie Pie Pirate Pony. Yes, more pirate ponies, yes, because the movie is coming and movie stuff is out. And here's the figure, and of course, along with it is the box, or the package, the card back, whatever you want to call it. As you can see, yes, package once again, Pinkie there, smiling and everything, you know, multiple ways of saying pirate pony in multiple languages. Guardians of Harmony, Hasbro, ages 4+, warnings, Walmart exclusive. Yes, these pirate stuff, it appears all the pirate stuff is indeed Walmart exclusive. Nothing really on the side except for a molding of Guardians of Harmony logo in the plastic. Bottom, just a bunch of copyrights and barcodes and all that stuff. In the back, you got, looks like Pinkie and Gummy in a parrot thing, all on a pirate ship with the warnings again, and more warnings, Facebook, more copyrights, logos, Pinkie, and up here at the top, Pirate Pinkie Pie and Faithful Parrot are primed for adventure. Oh, and there's that little holographic sticker thing to, I guess, prove authenticity, and a whole bunch, and again, the montage of ponies, all the packaging, and of course, a different toy to buy. Toy Sparkle and accessories sold separately. So there's all that in the packaging. No booklets, no product catalog. I guess Walmart does things a little bit differently. So here's the figure itself. Of course, it's Pinkie. And yes, she is wearing a pirate outfit. You can see that pretty well. Bandana, outfit, everything about it. Very piratey. She's also got a very big, happy smile on her face because it's Pinkie. I mean, why wouldn't she? Unless she's upset. And, well, when Pinkie gets upset, everyone's upset. Right? Right. So, yeah, it's sculpted well. It's, you know, it's this typical Guardians Harmony pony mode. So, articulation's pretty much the same throughout. You got the head, or lower head neck joint. They go forward, and down, you know, going forward and back. You can also rotate side to side, and there's that. You got shoulders, forward, outward, way outward, and they can also spin at the shoulder. You got knees, although these knees are a little limited thanks to the ruffles of the shirt, but they can go forward and back if you need, and they can also spin in place. And the legs can just move forward and back on one hinge as usual, and she's turned tails on a ball joint, so it can go up and down and side to side and all that stuff. So that's articulation on her. Detailing though, yeah, she's, of course, you can see this pirate outfit. It's a dark blue with a red sash, a white collar, gold piece right there. The collar is attached to the neck, the upper part, so it goes with the head. So you see the gold part go there. These ruffles, again, they're part of the sculpting. This back part is a separate rubbery piece. Everything, the sash backwards. But this is all painted on, so if you remove, there's a little clasp down here, so you can remove it, but then you get that, and that just looks a little odd. But then again, it's just a pony wearing a shirt, so sure, why not? She's got these little rear things, I guess, shin guards. I guess they're supposed to be able to come off, but because of the fact that the hoof gets bigger as it goes farther, it doesn't really, you can't really get it off. You can just kind of scrunch it down so it's nice and solid in place. So there's that. On mine, you can see, I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, the painting of unfortunately, yeah, you can see some excess, something went wrong during the painting process. Unfortunately, oh yeah, there's our cutie mark. Picked out the 3 balloons, all on one side, of course, because that's just how they do things, I guess. Get that back around. Back on, yeah, it's a clasp, so I'm gonna zoom out. So get that back on. Come on, there we go. Had to get past the tail first, silly me. And there you go. Comes off pretty easy. Oh, eyes. The eyes on here, the eye tempos, I don't know how well that comes across, but again, they're kind of, they almost look like they weren't properly applied. It's weird. They kind of almost look like they're kind of applied very thinly. I'm a little worried about that. So there's that. And of course the bandana here pops right off. It's just a rubbery plastic like usual with these sort of things. It seems there's a bit of residue on top of the head, but yeah, the joints are nice and solid actually for the most part, and these knee joints are actually really solid. The only thing is the shoulders are a little loose, especially this right shoulder. This right shoulder is really loose, but yeah, everything else is actually pretty tight, all things considered. I was surprised, especially the head joint. That's actually really tight. But yeah, it's actually, and this bandana actually keeps a firm grip. So that's good. He's actually pretty solid overall. Just that one shoulder, both shoulders are a little iffy, and that one shoulder particularly iffy. So it's actually pretty solid. And of course, she comes with a little parrot, right? It's a parrot, and definitely a parrot with a goofy eyes and whatnot. It's an orange parrot. There's a little bit of paint whoops right here. I think what happened was, it looks like there's excess, but it actually looks like the paint doesn't quite go as far as it's supposed to. You can see it doesn't quite go to the end of the eyeball. You know, little blue wings again, overspray right here. Yellow beak, that's actually picked up pretty well, except for a little tiny excess right here on the long edge, but I can forgive that. This is, the blue paint's picked up a bit better here, but of course, this is just one little covering because, surprise, not actually a parrot. It's Gummy. And Gummy's actually really well done all over because he's green. It's just dark green and light green, and that's all picked up very well. His eyes are tempoed on really nicely, both staring off in different directions because, well, that's how Gummy does things. And he's got little spines, and yeah, he doesn't move at all, but he stands pretty well. Well, I say, yeah, but he stands pretty well as long as you don't flop him down. As long as you don't mess with it, he'll stand, but you can't, he's, you know, because of his nose, so it doesn't take a whole lot to make him fall over. But yeah, he comes in, there's this little parrot thing, there's a little cutout for his tail, and yeah, once he's in there pretty good. You can kind of, but yeah, the thing is, yeah, if he's not on the ground, he just kind of slips out of the costume. Except sometimes his nose will get kind of hooked into the beak. So, but it's, you know, as long as it's on the ground, it's fine. It should be because, well, Gummy can't fly. So yeah, it's actually a pretty nice little set for, it's, at Walmart, it's $9.88, so about $10, you know, give or take with tax. So it's actually a nice little set. It's kind of, you know, there's not a whole lot of accessories, but you don't really need them. I mean, that's a pirate Pinkie. I mean, come on. It's a nice, pretty solid mold overall. I mean, the head, I've noticed that it's a little actually forward heavy in some ways because this head is actually kind of caught a weight on it. So I'm surprised about that. But yeah, it stands well. It poses pretty well. You can get some nice stuff going with it. If you can, you know, so you can, I guess you can have a Pinkie little splayed out a little bit. So there you got that. Yeah, posing. Yeah, it's hard to do this properly, I guess. But yeah, it's a nice solid thing. There's not too many errors. A couple little paint oversprays and one really loose joint, but otherwise pretty solid. It's worth it, especially if you're a Pinkie fan, you just really like pirate ponies, you're really excited for the movie. Anyway, it's a good solid toy for $10, and I'd highly recommend picking it up. So, if this review helped you, you can go like, comment, and subscribe below, and I'll see you next time for another review or on the podcast, whichever comes first. Woo!